In today's video, we are going to talk about 25 things you must do after installing Ubuntu 22.04 LTS. Myself Mohammad Zubair, and this channel is all about showing you how to become a highly paid IT pro really fast. So without any further ado, let's get started. Number 1. Update. Well, whenever we install a new operating system, some updates must be done to get the best performance. And same goes for our Ubuntu. I will update the system, and to do so, I'll use a simple command in my terminal, and the command is sudo apt update and hit enter. Give it your password and again hit enter, and it will start the update process for your Ubuntu. As you can see, it has started it. Number 2. Add multimedia codecs. Well, multimedia codecs are essential things for some of the audio video file formats and many other operations in a Linux distribution. While in Ubuntu, we get a lot of them by default, but still some do not get shipped with Ubuntu, so we need to install them manually. So to install your multimedia codecs, use the command that I will use in my terminal, and the command is sudo apt space install space ubuntu hyphen restricted hyphen extras. After that, just hit enter. Here you can see it is asking for the confirmation, as it will require additional 217 megabyte of additional space. So just press Y and hit enter, and now it will install your multimedia codecs into your Ubuntu 22.04. Number 3. Choose the closest mirror. Well, as Linux distribution use the selected mirrors to download different software, packages, libraries and applications for the system and for you, but sometimes the default mirror is not the best one or the optimal one. And because of that, our system takes a little bit of more time to download and install our software, packages or our libraries, etc. We can change the mirror in our Ubuntu. I'll use some commands that will force my system to select the nearest mirror on its own, and as a result, the download process will get faster. First of all, we need to open the list of our mirrors into our Ubuntu, and the command for that is sudo space nano. Nano is a editor. After that, space \etc /apt /sources.list. So I will just write here sources.list, hit enter, and here we have all the mirrors that are available into our Ubuntu 22.04 LTS. And now we'll add a mirror into this list. So I will just enter a command, or you can say I will enter some mirror in here, and I will put the link in the description of this video as well. So this is my mirror. I have just added it. After that, we just need to get out of it. For that purpose, press Ctrl X, press Y, hit enter, and we are out of it. Number 4. Install Synaptic Package Manager. Well, with the help of our apt command, we can install packages from our terminal. On the other hand, we have a Synaptic Package Manager that is a GUI interface, and with the help of it, we can install up to 7,000 different packages into our Ubuntu. To install your Synaptic Package Manager, you need to use one simple command into your terminal, and the command is sudo apt install space -y space synaptic, and just hit enter. And now it will download and install the Synaptic Package Manager into your Ubuntu. It will take a little bit of time, so we will wait for it. So we are done with the installation of our Synaptic Package Manager. Now let's search for it into our system. I will just write here Synaptic. Here it is. I will just click on it. Well, now we have a GUI based tool, or you can say a software, with the help of which we can download and install different packages into our Ubuntu. Here it is, and this is how it looks like. Number 5. Install Firewall. Well, even though the Linux distributions are safer than the Windows operating system, but still we should have a firewall for more security. I'll show you that how you can install one. To install a firewall, I'll use a command into my terminal, and the command is sudo apt space install space -F, which is a flag. After that, space UFW and hit enter. It will download and install our firewall, and I have already installed it. Now we need to enable it. The command for that is sudo space UFW space enable and just hit enter. It will enable our firewall, and here you can see here it says firewall is active and enabled on system startup. Number 6. Boost your system performance. Well, as we know that sometimes our system takes a little bit of time while opening some of the applications or performing some operations. Let me just click on my Firefox web browser. Here you can see it will take some seconds before it will open it into my system. So now it has just opened up, but to get rid of this problem, we have a command, and the command is sudo apt space install space preload. Hit enter. It will install a utility into our system, and now our system will take less time to perform different operations and to open different kind of application. Now if I click on my Firefox web browser, here you can see it has taken less time than the earlier. So this is how you can improve the performance of your system. Number 7. Install Python. Well, many people use the Linux distribution for different programming purposes. Python is one of those languages that gets used by majority of the programmers for a lot of tasks and for a lot of problems. So in order to install Python into your Ubuntu, the command is sudo space apt space install space Python. Hit enter. Here it says Python has no installation candidate. If you see this error, just again type the same command, and at the end of it just write here 3. Hit enter. And now it will download and install the Python into your Ubuntu. Here you can see here it says 0 upgraded, 0 newly installed, 0 to remove, and 0 not upgraded. It means I have already installed Python into my Ubuntu. Number 8. Install Java. Well, just like Python, Java is another very prominent language. And for many programming environments and libraries into your Linux distribution, you need to have Java. So I'll show you that how you can install Java. There are several ways that you can follow, and we have several versions of Java available. But I'll show you a simplest way that will download and install the default version of Java to your Ubuntu 22.04. Command for that is sudo space apt space install space default -jdk. Hit enter. Default JDK means it will download the default version of JDK that is available for your Ubuntu 22.04. Hit enter, and now it has started the process. Here it is asking for the confirmation, as it will require around 410 megabyte of space. Press Y and hit enter and wait for it, as it will take a little bit of time to complete the process. Number 9. Increase internet speed. Well, whenever you try to open some of the websites or any of the web page, it will take a little bit of time to open it up. I have just opened my Firefox. Let me just write here gmail.com. And here you can see before loading the actual website, it is taking a little bit of time before moving to the actual task. Well, it is because many reasons. One of them is the DNS your internet service provider is using. To get rid of this problem, just click on this icon, and from here go to your wired connected, or in case if you have Wi-Fi, just click on that. It will appear right here. Click on it, go to its settings, click on gear icon, and now go to your IPv4 section, and here in front of DNS just disable this option and now add a DNS in here. I will add 2 of them. First one will be 8.8.8.8. After that write here comma, and we will add a new one. And the new one is 8.8.4.4. After that, just click on apply and you are good to go. And these DNS were from the Google. As it will use the official DNS from the Google, now you will have more speed while searching on the web. Number 10. Speed up boot time. Well, when we boot the system, it takes at least 5 seconds to boot it up. So if you only have your Ubuntu installed, you can decrease that GRUB time to 0. And after that, the boot time will get decreased and system will boot up more quickly in no time. To do so, we have to write here sudo space vi space /etc/default /grub. Hit enter. it has opened this file. From here, as you can see, the GRUB timeout is 0. I have already set it to 0. And in your case, if you see some value in here, like you might see 5 or 10, just change it back to 0 and your GRUB will boot your Ubuntu more quickly. Let's just get out of this, and to get out of this, just press Ctrl Z. Number 11. Create system backup. Well, it is always recommended to have backup of your files, your programs, and even all of your things that you have into your operating system. For your Ubuntu, we have built-in software. Let me just search for backup. Here we have a utility called as backups. Just click on this one. This is how it looks like. From here, click on create my first backup. This is the repository that is added by default. In case if you want to add more than one repository or directory, just click on this plus sign. From here, select the repository or directory that you want to backup as well. Let's go to our downloads, and if I double click on it, here I have these things into my downloads. I'll go back, I'll just click on download once and click on add. And as you can see here, download has been added. I will just click on it again, and from here I can add more repositories. Like I will add skills build, click on add, and we are good. Down here we have folder to ignore. It means in case if you want to ignore some of the folder for your backup, you can do so. As we have downloads, I will just click on minus and it will remove it from my folder to ignore section, as I want it to have backup. In case if you want to remove some of the repositories from this section, just click on this minus sign and it will remove it, as you can see here. Now just click on forward, and from here you can choose your storage location. If you have your Google Drive account, just go with Google Drive and you can name your folder. Click on forward and it is preparing to have the backup of your data. And if you are doing it for the first time, it will ask you to install this package. Just click on install and give it your password, hit enter, and after the installation of this package, it will move ahead. And here you can see now it is preparing to have a backup of all the data and all the repositories that I have selected. From here you can create your encryption password. I will just write my password in here. After that, I will just confirm my password, and after that we are good to go. Now we just need to click on forward, and now it has started the process. So this is how you can do it. Number 12. Install Timeshift. Well, with the help of this wonderful tool, you can have the backup of your system by creating a point. When your system runs into some problem, you can go back to the point that you had just created. And mostly for experimental purposes, Timeshift is a very good tool. Earlier, I had shown you that how you can have the backup of your system, but with the help of your Timeshift, you can create different points for your system and you can restore your system to that point. Command for that is sudo apt install Timeshift, hit enter. It will download and install Timeshift into your Ubuntu. So we have successfully downloaded and installed the Timeshift. Let's search for it if it is available or not. Well, here we have Timeshift available into our Ubuntu. Well, Timeshift works on a local level and backup works on your global level, or you can say it creates a backup onto your web. So this is how you can have your backup or your points into your Ubuntu with the help of your Timeshift. Number 13. Install HTOP. Well, TOP is a command line utility that allows you to have information about the resources and which resources are being used by which process. As you can see, we have these processes running at the moment, and these are the resource usages that are being used by each process. And here we have the summary of all the resources. This information is in one color. With the help of HTOP, we can have same information in more sophisticated way. To do so, I will just write here sudo apt install space HTOP. If I just hit enter, it will download and install a utility into my Ubuntu. Let it just install it, and now I'll show you that how it looks like and how it works. I will just write here HTOP to launch it, and now you can see we have the same information, but now we have it in more sophisticated way and in more arranged way. Number 14. Set up online accounts. Well, we have a lot of applications that need online accounts. If I go to my settings, and here you can see we have online accounts available. If you just click on it, These are different applications, or these are different places where we can set up our online accounts. So from here, you can add your online accounts and you can set them up. Number 15, install TLP. To make sure that our Ubuntu or our system uses the optimal resources in terms of battery power, we have to install TLP into our system. TLP is a utility that will make sure that your system do not consume a lot of power. To install TLP, we have some of the command. The first command is sudo apt space install space TLP space TLP -rdw and just hit enter. We are done with the installation of our TLP. Now we need to enable it. The command for that is sudo systemctl space enable space TLP, hit enter. And now our TLP has been enabled into our system. Number 16, enable partner repositories. Well, we can include other repositories in our Ubuntu so that we can download more and more packages and we can have more applications available. To do so, we need to open the software and updates. I will just search for software and here we have software and updates. Just click on this one. From here, go to the second tab that says other software. And these are different repositories, or you can say these are different partner repositories that you can include. I have already included a lot of them. So just click on the additional one, give it your password, hit enter. I will include the last one as well. And this is how you can add additional partner repositories for your Ubuntu. Number 17, default applications. Well, you know that we have more than one applications available for one type of work. For example, in terms of browser, we can have Mozilla Firefox and we can have Google Chrome as well. Same goes for our VLC, like we can have VLC and we can have Rhythmbox available into our Ubuntu. To make sure that we have one default application for one kind of things or for one kind of work, we need to make sure that we select our default application. To do so, we have to open our settings. I will just go to my display setting. It will open the general settings of my system. I will just search here default, and here you can see here it says default applications. So from here, in terms of your web, you can make Firefox or any other browser that have been installed into your system a default one. Same goes for mail, calendar, music, videos, and your photos as well. And obviously it will increase the usability of your system as it will be opening your different kind of work into your default applications. Number 18, install GIMP. Well, GIMP is a small but compelling image manipulation software. You can use this tool to edit your pictures and your images. So I'm sure that you will want this tool into your collection of your programs. To install it into your Ubuntu, just open your software center and from here just search for GIMP. Here you can see we have GIMP available, so just click on it. And now you just need to click on install and it will download this tool for your Ubuntu. Number 19, remove Apport. Well, many of you might have noticed that some rectangular pop-up windows shows up every now and then and they tell you that there is a crash report and they will ask you to send the report or they will ask you if you want to ignore it. Well, some of the users find this very annoying as this shows up even when there is no crash. So we can remove it simply, and to do so we have to run one command into our terminal and the command is sudo apt remove space apport space apport -gtk. Hit enter, press Y, hit enter, and now you will not have those annoying pop-ups onto your Ubuntu. Number 20, system cleanup. Well, for the smooth functioning of the system, making your system clean from the junk files and unwanted cache is very necessary. We can do it by using some of the commands. First of all, I'll clean the partial packages into my Ubuntu. The command for that is sudo space apt -get space auto clean and just hit enter. It will remove partial packages from your Ubuntu. Now I'll remove unused dependencies and the command for that is sudo space apt -get space auto remove. Earlier we used auto clean, now we are using auto remove. Hit enter and now it will remove the unused dependencies from your Ubuntu. I'll use one more command at the end, and that command will clean up the apt cache, and the command for that is sudo apt-get space clean. Hit enter. We are done with this one, and now let's move ahead. Number 21, install Flatpack. Well, Flatpack is a utility from Ubuntu that allows you to get access to more applications and software packages in your Linux, and many applications you might not find in Software Center, but with the help of Flatpak you can bypass this. Well, first of all, we need to install our Flatpak, and the command for that is sudo apt-get space install space Flatpak, and just hit enter. Now, as we are done with the installation, to integrate our Flatpak plugin with Software Center, we have to run one more command, and the command is sudo space apt-get space install space GNOME software plugin Flatpak. After that, just hit enter. It will add the plugin for your Flatpak with your Software Center. Number 22, install PlayOnLinux. Well, PlayOnLinux is a graphical front-end to Wine which lets you to play Windows-based video games and Windows software such as media players, VLC, Microsoft Office, etc. and etc. Even though it is based on Wine, but still you will find it very easy to use, as it has a graphical user interface that will make it very easy and simple to use. You can install it very easily from your Ubuntu Software Center, or you can install it from your terminal as well. I'll show you that how you can install it from your terminal, as it is more quick. The command for that is sudo space apt-get space install space PlayOnLinux, and just hit enter. It will download and install it into your system, and here it is asking for the confirmation. So just press Y and hit enter, and let's move ahead. Number 23, install Ubuntu Cleaner. Well, Ubuntu Cleaner is a free and open source application with the help of which you can make some space free onto your disk while cleaning your browsing cache, and the command for that is sudo space apt-get space install space Ubuntu cleaner. Hit enter, and now it is asking for the confirmation. Press Y, hit enter, and now our Ubuntu Cleaner has been installed successfully. Now let's search for it into our system. I will just press my super key and I will just write here cleaner. Here we have Ubuntu Cleaner. So I will just click on this one and let's launch it, and let's see how does it look like. So this is how it looks like, and from here these are different repositories that you can clean up. I will not go into the detail of it, I will just get out of it. Number 24, install Atom. Well, this powerful text editor have been developed by the GitHub. It is a free and open source text editor and one of the very best for daily work as well as for your coding programs and application. It supports various and a lot of programming languages such as HTML, C, C++, PHP, JavaScript, Python, etc. To install it, I will just go to my Software Center and I will just search for Atom. Here, if I scroll down, here we have Snappy Atoms. From here, you just need to click on this one and just click on install, and this text editor will get installed into your system, and it will require you to have 287 megabyte of your hard disk space. So install this one, enjoy using your Atom text editor. Number 25, install GNOME tweaks. Well, GNOME tweak tools is a very simple graphical interface for the advanced GNOME settings. It enables you to customize your desktop, and although it is designed for the GNOME shell, you can use it into other desktops as well. I'll show you that how you can install it into your Ubuntu. The command for that is sudo space apt space install space GNOME tweaks, and just hit enter. It will download and install a utility or a software into your Ubuntu. So I will wait for it, and then I'll show you that how does it look like and how it works. Now if I just search for tweaks, here it is. I will just open this one. So these are different things that you can do with the help of this tweak tool. As you can see, in terms of appearance, fonts, keyboard and your mouse, top bar, and many more things available in here, and you can do a lot of customization with the help of it. At the end, I'll talk about some of the things that you must try as you are using your Ubuntu 22.04. I will just right click onto my screen and I'll go to the settings of my Ubuntu 22.04. First of all, I'll go to my appearance, and from here, if I go to my dock, here it says auto hide the dock. If I just disable this option, I will have dock available all the time. If I just click on it again, it will get disappeared when we are not using it. Other than that, if you just scroll down and go to your accessibility, and from here we have sync section, and you can disable or enable your animations from here as well. Other than that, let's go to our displays, and from here we have night light. You can disable and enable night light, and this will help you to have more concentration onto your screen with enabling this feature, and you can customize the temperature of it as well. Well, I hope now that you must have learned a lot of new things that you can apply and you can do onto your Ubuntu 22.04. If that is the case, please leave a like, subscribe, and press the bell icon. I'll see you in the next video. Till then, take care.